Well, hello there. I got some things that I want to discuss, things that have been going through my mind. I really don't even know how to talk about it, but I just want to share it. So, a lot of things have happened in the country. If you don't know that right now, you're living under a rock. Um, but I really want to focus on what's happened since the death of Charlie Kirk. I'm not here to debate whether or not you agree with the guy. Frankly, I don't care. I'm not here to tell you my opinions about him because that's not the purpose for this. However, I will tell you this: there's been a lot of change since the unaliving of Charlie Kirk. Something I've noticed a lot is ever since that day, social media has become a firestorm. And you have people who are mourning the loss of Charlie, which, in my opinion, is the right way to go because any life lost is a life worth mourning because every life has a value. I don't care what person believes what. A life is valuable, period. So to mourn the loss of life, that's how it should be. But on the other side, we have people who are celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. And because of that, there are people that are going after those people because of what they're saying. And this is where I'm torn. We live in a country where its First Amendment is the freedom of speech, period. We have a man who stood on the principles of freedom of speech. He encouraged it. He encouraged the dialogue of ideas. He encouraged conversation. He encouraged the differences of opinion to be spoken of without violence, but just to have conversation, to exercise freedom of speech. And now we have people going after others because they don't like what they're saying. Please understand, I'm not saying that these people are right for saying horrible things about the death of Charlie Kirk at all. I'm not saying that. I'm not even siding with them. What I am saying is that to celebrate the life of a man who encouraged the First Amendment by censoring people that are saying things that we don't like, I wonder if we're actually honoring the man the best that we could. Is it right for people to say the things about a man that they disagreed with, that they didn't like, and they called a bunch of names? Is it right for us or for people to censor them because of what they're saying? This is where I'm torn. And I think we need to be careful. We need to be careful with what we choose to do because it doesn't take much to have a lot taken away. I believe Charlie would have sat there and taken every derogatory statement that somebody had about him because he did multiple times. I don't think Charlie would have called for the firing of people. I don't think he would have called for the censoring of people. I think he would hear them out, try to have dialogue, and if that dialogue didn't happen, he would have put the mic down and let them walk away. But that's just my thoughts. And that's what I've noticed about Charlie Kirk. But we as a nation, we have to be held accountable for the choices that we make. We as people have to be held accountable for the choices that we make. And I am 100% a believer that choices come with consequences. And if we aren't careful with the choices that we make, the consequences that we have are ones that we may not be able to live with. So we must choose carefully what we do and what we say. And more importantly, we must be held accountable and take responsibility for what we say, because everything comes with a consequence. I am reminded of a verse in James where it says we must be slow to speak and quick to listen. Maybe we need to start practicing that. I encourage your thoughts. Tell me what you think. This is for open dialogue. I really think we need to be careful with what we choose to do and what we choose to say, because the consequences may be more than we can bear. Take care of yourself, take care of others. Have an incredible day.